Hey, it's me Mini, and today we're going to look at sketchbook number 17. We are not going to look at sketchbook number 16 because it's part of another video, and any other sketchbook that is missing in this lineup is also a part of that video. So for now, let's look at this one. Here's the front. Here's the back. Oh, so this is when my Jujutsu Kaisen era started. I was obsessed with it, so I kept drawing about them. Here's a prompt about pointillism, so I drew my Pikachu plushie with it. Here's a small sketch about my OC mitten kitten, and here's an art tuber, What's Roxy. And here's a list of songs that I was listening to at that moment. I bought these round stickers and I wanted to make something with them. I like how they move. This does not look like what I would draw, but that's okay. And here I was watching Chainsaw Man and I liked this character, so I drew him. A Squirtle, some toys on my table, and more toys on my table. I like the spread a lot. Some blob sketching, a Pinterest drawing with neon colors. And this is me trying to go straight in with markers without a line art. I was also watching Haikyuu back then. And this is a hot mess. But I like it because it's colorful. Some figure drawing. I was experimenting with greens and textures for plants. Some more songs that I'm obsessed with at this moment. Some note taking. Again using a filter on my face, and I thought it looked like a onion. And more plant life. Here's me trying to redesign Punk Tulip again, but in ghost mode. I like the charcoal work in it. I also have a finished piece of this. This is when I got Ecoline inks. This is the popular Gojo meme, and I quite relate to Gojo a lot, so I drew myself as well. Ecoline inks on watercolor paper. My Pikachu plushie. I was watching My Hero Academia. I think this was my anime era. The main character reminded me of Orange, so I drew him like that. This is me laying on grass. This is me holding a cherry. And some experimentation. During the sketchbook, I mostly preferred digital drawing, so I didn't draw as much in here. I like this study a lot. And I usually make colored papers for collage. I like the textures too much, so I wanted to make a piece without tearing it apart. It's supposed to be me enjoying tea in a fire. So this is when I thought I'd enjoy acrylic markers. So I bought them. And I really had a lot of fun doing this. Some automatic doodling. Some things on my table. And my Pikachu plushie on my chair. So this is when I was watching Monkey Mintaka. She does this negative space abstract kind of work, which I like. So I tried doing it. Well, as you can see, we went out for ice cream and I had to draw it apparently. Some collage work. I like the textures. Some more automatic doodling. Whenever I'm out of ideas, I just grab a pen and start drawing whatever. And usually that whatever is plants or flowers, because from a very young age I remember being surrounded by my mom's plants. Some notes, So if you remember in sketchbook number 14, I ate one of the flavors in this candy and I realized there were more flavors. Yeah, I ate this one and I realized there were more flavors, so I started trying all of them. And this is supposed to be lychee, and since this reminded me of buttercup, this red one reminded me of blossom. So I drew her. I drew her more elegant because I think blossom is always elegant. I really like this. Then I retried making buttercup again. I like this one as well. I like this practice piece I did with Ecoline. I like it. Some practice with line of action. More line of action. I like this technique of using graphite and Ecoline together. More line of action. Some plants. I was listening to a true crime case in which the landscaper does the deed and hides the evidence inside the pots. As gruesome as it sounds, I'm quite fascinated by the concept of us going back into the nature. But obviously I prefer it to be natural and not artificially like the case went. I was reading the book Brilliant World of Tom Gates and I drew all the food that comes up in the book. Some figure drawing, some songs I like. The prompt here was about 10 important things, so I drew these. And this is from Line of Action. I really like the subtle detail in it. Yeah, really like it. So this is a finished piece of the previous sketch. Yeah, this one. I quite like it. Here the prompt was about drawing everything that's on my head. So I drew this. Here's when I sketched my mom. I don't think any of it looks like my mom except maybe this one. More still life practice from Line of Action. More of those candies. This one is orange. And I think this girl is my favorite. I also drew chibi charms for the cutouts in the packaging. And this is the guava. I hoped I would find the pineapple one for bubbles, but I couldn't find it anywhere near me, so I gave up on it. Some doodling. Here the prompt was draw my future, and since no one knows their future, I made it colorful but very undefined to show hope, but also it not being set in stone. Some blob challenge doodles. I like this one. I wanted to make some sparkly water here. Some more practice. A lot of practice in this book. This was not my main sketchbook. I was drawing more on my iPad instead. So this was my secondary sketchbook. But I still like the sketchbook overall. And this is a random cutoff. And I thought it looked like a unicorn, so I drew that. And that's it. We're done. I drew this sketch because I thought I was stuffing my sketchbook too much with paper and other things rather than drawing. And looks like it took me 3 months to finish this, which is my usual rate for this size of sketchbooks. So anyways, we are done. Okay, bye.